Hello and welcome back to the Waste Management Phoenix Open. We're headed out to the 7th hole. It's time to go low. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
What a shame. Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
And if he holds this, he'll halve Lexi.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
If he sinks this, he can pull in front of Lexi Thompson. Let's see what happens.
Ooh, right by the hole. What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4 measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135 yards...
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt is to move inside the all-important top 10. That wasn't your best effort, was it? A par putt awaits. Not sure how that putt came up shy.
That will drive you bats.
This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
They're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Well played. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? He has this putt to save his par. Appears to have overcooked this one. 7 feet to the cup. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. now playing a little defensively.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie.
This one from about 160 yards out. 5 strokes behind our leader. And that was a bit of a misfire.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Time now for the 4th shot. 5 shots off the pace.
Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Great touch.
Ouch, that hurts.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
This is Lexi Thompson.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Splash.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. And here we are with their 4th. This is their 5th shot.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Such soft hands.
That was pretty straightforward. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Sitting at 9 over par.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Oh, what a super shot.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole.
The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Left yourself an opportunity. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
Oh, that's frustrating. Job done. Let's head to the next. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She got one back on that last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Setting up in the first cut here. Seven feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole, par 3/16. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Okay, steady now. That'll sting a bit. It's just about 3 feet away. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
Wow, what a shot off the tee. That set up a putt for eagle.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
Well, that's a bit disappointing. This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, so close. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, what a shame. A 3-putt for par there. Sitting at 7 over for the event. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's tiny. And this putt for a final score of 77. It was on a good line. Big putt for par coming up. And that's how he signs off on this event. Well, Rich, I think it's fair to say that this player struggled with their game this week.
Not stellar by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it was quite pitiful, to be fair.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. There was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
In their last matchup, Luke, it was Lexi who was the sharper of the two, so let's see how things pan out today.
No, filled with talent as Lexi Thompson. This is going to be a tight tussle. I can't wait to see how this one plays out.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Time for the second shot into the first. Going with the hybrid.
And from the green side rough here.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently in 4th place.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? And back to the course with the live action. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make their par. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
And that finds him in a share of second. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Playing from 110 yards out. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 3rd.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Ooh. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
What could have been with that putt. Luke could have taken the lead. Not to be.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
She's got to be careful this doesn't run away from her here. It's downhill.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Quality shot, that one. Lining up the birdie putt here. I think he's pulled this one. That's disappointing. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And after that hole, leading Justin Thomas by a stroke. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Well, there's the line, the greenside bunker. Can they get this one up and down? What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Just didn't drop. And this one is for bogey. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
That's a touch of class.
Judging it beautifully.
Ouch, that hurts. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Justin Thomas is our current leader. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
Playing their 4th shot. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And now they're sitting in 2nd, 1 spot behind our leader, Justin Thomas. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Playing within their comfort zone there. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt. Whew, had a fair bit of pace on that one. Yeah, that's never nice. Putting it off the surface, that hurts.
close was that to going down?
A bogey putt awaits. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play.
Reg, good position for this player. Just 3 back with 9 to play. Do you sense them making a charge?
Yes, but 3 back with 9 to go, they're going to have to start taking chances. They're going to have to start firing at every flagstick they can see.
Is this one heading into the sand? Here we are in the fairway bunker. Can they execute a good shot? They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, well played.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
This is a par putt. Looking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
That was a gallant attempt. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
This putt to move into a share of 2nd place.
Oh, how about that one? And JT is currently our leader. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 2 shots behind. Yes!
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Justin Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-shot lead. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Ooh, that'll
almost went down. Great touch. Really nicely played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
This one for bogey. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Justin Thomas currently on top of the leaderboard here.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
That's not what they were looking for.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
And from the bunker here.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Oh, just missed. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And it's that man JT on top spot of this leaderboard. Good playing from Justin Thomas.
The 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
And coming up well short.
Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Time to take a look at the standings, and Justin Thomas currently holds top spot.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Well struck. An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here. A lot on the line here. This putt for a share of top spot.
And only 1 hole to go in this event, Luke.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par.
One of the good guys out there, Luke. I am hoping for this one to fall.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wow. That was handy holding out from there.
Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Yeah, that one will play.
Well, they need to stick this close. A birdie would tie them for the lead and force a playoff. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Chance to shoot under par here. Make this for 70. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. It's just about 3 feet away. The round now in the books. Good luck next time.
That's a shame. They came oh so close to what would have been an incredible comeback victory.
The stories that we could have told if they completed the victory would be endless. Unfortunately, not getting it done, but still, what a performance on this final round.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It will certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event. Putting for a par now. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Now checking in on the standings, they're currently tied for first place with Justin Thomas.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Oh, I love the strategy of a short par 4. Good luck here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Not sure if they got that one flush. This might not find the fairway. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
Well, that's a nice line. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Ah, great shot. Sitting at 1 under the card. Outright first here. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one is chewing fiber.
That's incredible. Well, you've got to give some credit there. That was the right club and the right line. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Let's return to live play now. Just a short putt remaining here. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Setting the tone early in this round.
The fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, what were your thoughts?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. And with that hole behind us, they're currently in the lead with Tiger Woods in second place. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. A couple under at this stage. Currently in the lead. Handy effort, that one. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Well, it's a bit disappointing. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And that will take him to 3 under. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's sitting there just in third place.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Now 2 shots up after that one. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently in 4th place.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
And from about 105 yards.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Oh, so close. Putting for a par here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. He sits in first position. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing. This is what they have left for par here.
Well done. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Time now to take in the 9th hole. That's a big drive. Five wins so far this season. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt is about 8 feet.
Looking good so far.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Could roll into the rough on this one. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 3rd place.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Ah, yes.
That's an unlucky break. It was right at it. 2nd shot here on the 11th. Wow, that almost went in the hole. A par putt on the table. So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in 2nd place. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, 2nd shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with him, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Sitting at 6 under, currently in the lead. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, tidy looking shot that. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Opting for the 5-iron. A tad wayward, but still on the surface. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is their look at birdie.
This putt is about 17 feet long. Oh, so close. This is a bogey putt coming up. And with that, now at 5 under with a few holes to play.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Great looking shot this. Big time play that one, Beamer.
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And that will move him to 6 under par. Getting ready to play their third. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Leading by 6 strokes after that one.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It
does. As you can see, massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently in 5th place.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet. Looking for another birdie here.
Ooh. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Just didn't drop. Bogey putt coming up here. Well, the leader giving a little hope for the rest of the field there as they put down a bogey on the scorecard. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. That looked good for a long time, didn't it? All right, let's see if they can compose themselves. And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old, but this is getting out of hand, isn't it? Another victory on the season.
And Rich, credit where credit's due. I think you picked this victory.
Well, even a blind squirrel gets an acorn every once in a while. No, listen, this player's been there all season long. They're just one of these rare players that is seemingly in contention every time they peg it up.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.